Can you explain to us the scope of this project?
Okay, so EVDC, it's like an app that acts like a passport to allow you to charge everywhere on every public location. So let's say if you have EVDC and you're traveling, over the air live updates of the chargers and their status. So I believe that implementing this is very crucial.
How does this integrate with crypto?
You charge your car, and then there's a fee on top of that that goes directly into the token or the crypto. That's how I want, because some people, they're not comfortable giving their information away to apps.
I think the future is electric cars. People are out, more and more people are buying electric cars.
There's very rapid adoption of electric cars currently, faster than expected.
What's going on, cowboy? In this video, we've got a new crypto project that has previously been on our channel in June 8th. Okay, that's when this this project has been started, and it's come a long way, and we are looking back at it. It's called EVDC. It's an electric vehicle with crypto and network all mashed up in together, and they are looking to change the world, especially how green the world looks like. And we have the founder, the CEO, the mind behind it all. His name is Matthew, and we're going to be grilling him up some fried roasted Matthew in the hot seat today. Look, if you're new to this channel, I do a lot of AMA interviews because I think it's the best way to do your own research to find the best projects to get us to that next Bitcoin. That's what my goal is. I'm trying to give away a Bitcoin on this channel, so all you have to do is comment down below, and in my next videos, I will look back in the comments, pick a random comment, and you just get free money. I'm like the Mr. Beast of crypto right now. I'm just giving out so much money. It hurts. It physically hurts me, okay? My babies go, it's hurting them, okay? And I just want to be super thankful to you guys. I'm not really hurting them, but I just want to be super thankful to anyone who's watching. Anyway, like I said, we are doing the best research here, and so I believe that when you talk to the developer, it's better than looking at a website. It's better than trying to talk to a mod. Like, you get the feedback and you can understand like what's going on in this crypto project. And so we have EVDC's mind, and we have Matthew in the hot seat today. Matthew, welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Aaron. It's the second time I'm here, and it's always a pleasure to link up and have a little interview with you, Aaron.
Absolutely. And so there's a lot of ground to cover. The last time we talked was June 8th. People can literally go on the channel, look for your first interview, and see where you were like over 7 months ago. So before we get into...
It was like 10 years ago, to be honest.
10 years ago, especially when you're in crypto, for sure. Can you give us a quick synopsis of who you are? And then we'll take some snapshots of the project and then where we're going. Okay, so who are you, Matthew, for someone who might not know who you are?
So I'm an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur. I like to have my hands in a few projects, not as big as EVDC, but I always were managing at least 2 or 3 projects. If it was not a company, it was maybe renovating a home or an apartment. I like to keep myself active, but currently EVDC and my other company Wipe are keeping me very, very focused, and I'm basically living out of suitcase. You can see that I'm not really well dressed up. I'm sorry, guys, I did my best. But yeah, so we're really covering a lot of ground currently. You guys could see that I'm a guy that just goes and gets it. That's what I've been ever since I was a kid. And when I wanted something, I went and I got it. And that's why I'm living this lifestyle currently, where I have to go and travel a lot and get things done. And if I have to live out of a suitcase to get that done, then I'll do that,
Yeah, for sure. Jet setting, go getting right here. I'm excited to talk to you. But for some of us who don't know what EVDC is or what it stands for, can you explain to us the scope of this project, like in broad strokes here?
Okay, so EVDC, in other words, it's like a passport it's like an app that acts like a passport to allow you to charge everywhere, on every public location. So let's say if you have EVDC and you're traveling, then you could just go on the app and see if there's superchargers on your way or wherever you're headed, and you could just pull up there and start charging immediately, and also know if the charger works or if there's a technical difficulty. That's something that other apps don't cover, where let's say you would arrive to the charger and on their app it says that everything is green and ready to go, and then you just pull up there and the charger doesn't work. So you have low range in your electric car and you pull up to a charging station, and then you don't know what to do because you don't have enough range to go to the other charging station. And then it's still a gamble because you don't know if the other one's working. So I believe that implementing this is very crucial. And that's why we've been working on doing just that, because you need to have over the air live updates of the chargers and their status. It's not like gas stations where everywhere is the same gas. You just go and you fill up. You just walk to a gas station that's maybe a kilometer away. You fill it up, or you can call a tow truck that brings you a jerry can full of 5 liters or 10 liters of gasoline. It's different with electricity. Sorry, I'm just tired a bit. That's very important. A very important thing to cover. And the only the only company that covered this aspect is Tesla, because their network is connected. All the cars, you know how many stalls are available, and if a stall is not available anymore, on the supercharger location on the map in the car, it shows the number. Let's say there's 10 stalls available. Usually, it would say 9. So that you know you could prevent running out of battery and needing to call a tow truck and getting towed. So that's a very, very important thing. And I've noticed that a lot of people have been complaining about this problem. So
Hmm.
that's something I decided to implement. And if you guys didn't understand what an EV passport is, it's basically it's like your passport where you can go in every country using the same passport. It's the same thing. You use your phone. You can go to every charge station and charge, as long as it's a public charging station that supports OCPP 1.6, then you should be fine.
Got it. So EVDC is an app that shows where the charging stations are for my electric vehicle, and even tells me whether or not they're operable or not, if they're working or not. And that's anywhere in most countries, or
Every
what?
country that has a public charger that operates on OCPP 1.6. If you go on your phone and you just download the app, you just type any country, you'll see. Uh, I'm saying literally any country.
That's awesome. That's fantastic to hear.
But
Also,
the
how
most important point is the fact that you could charge on the charger, not just see if it's
yeah, yeah,
available
for
or
sure.
not. You could charge on it. That's the cool part.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. So you could use the thing to charge your car. Now, how does this integrate with crypto, tokenomics, all of that stuff?
We have to make few adjustments because of regulations, but it basically is you charge your car, and then there's a fee on top of that that goes directly into the token or the crypto. So it would basically use that fee to be added to the liquidity pool to grow the token, the infrastructure development, and that's where it is. And then that currency, the main goal is not for people only to use that currency on EVDC. I want other networks to use it. I want ChargePoint to offer it. I want, if ever PlugShare start to offer payment over the air payments, I would want them to use it. I want every network to offer this as an alternative form of payment. So if you don't have a credit card, you have crypto, fine. You could pay with EVDC. That's how I want, because some people they're not comfortable giving their information away to apps. Crypto is direct. You pay, that's it. It's said and done, and it's a wallet. If you have all your money in a ledger, you just take your, let's say, $500 worth of EVDC. You put it in the EVDC app, and you use it, or in any other app. And currently, what we're doing is we're working on a very specific API where we could just give this API to ChargePoint or to any other company, and they could embed it on their app as a payment gateway, so they could start accepting EVDC without needing to develop for months and months a payment gateway just for EVDC. If they don't have a crypto payment structure, fine, we have it for you here. Here's the API. That's how it will work, and I think that's how it should be. So for them, it's just added value. It's not, they
Awesome.
don't have
So,
to think about it. It's added
yeah,
value. You want to accept it or
I
not?
understand. The one of the biggest things that are people are looking into in 2022 is payment gateways, because these legacy gateways are taking like percentages, huge percentage cuts off of every transaction. And
Yeah, I
so
mean,
one of the,
Stripes will charge. Let's say they're just doing the processing, and they'll charge 3 points, 3%. That's ridiculous.
that's so high. That's so
You
high.
know?
And people don't think that that's pretty high, but think about it. Like they had these payment processors back in the day they were charging 3% for all the manpower that it took to like manually read through books. Now everything's automated. They should be charging like 0.3%. And that's
No,
what,
it's processing heaven for them, because all they did was pretty much set up the whole network and the whole system. They're probably white labeling their terminals, and they
yeah.
send it to you with a box connected to this cable. wait a bit, it's going to download an update, and then, oh, you're live. And now they don't even have to go there anymore. They don't have to send
Yeah.
someone anymore. So it's basically, let's say they were processing $10 billion, let's say a month worth of sales of all those merchants, and they're taking 3% in from that transaction volume. It's a lot of money at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah.
people don't
It's a lot.
understand. One
People
percent of
don't think, yeah, 3%, 1%. People don't understand. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. And so
That's
what blockchain offers,
$300 million a month in revenue,
crazy.
on $10 billion of volume. That's like free money. I wouldn't say free money for them, but at the end of the day, they still charge you for the machine. They still
For
charge
sure.
you rent if you're renting the machine. Like, all they do
For
is
sure.
their marketing. They get more merchants, and they make sure everything stands. The whole formula stands.
For sure. And so, what EVDC is providing is an easy payment gateway that saves on fees and that doesn't force you to KYC if you don't want to. You're not
Yeah,
like with these credit
exactly.
cards.
Because I don't know if you noticed, on our app now we have, you could locate charges using a guest account.
Oh,
Before, we
awesome.
didn't have
Fantastic.
that, and I believe
Yeah.
that, hey, if you want to use EVDC, it's free to use, but you
Hmm.
pay what you pay for, right? But
Yeah.
if you don't want a KYC, you just use a guest account. That's it. The best, easiest way. You know, that's
Fantastic.
how there's no objections. And that's why it works, because there's no objections.
Yeah, I totally understand. And so, look, last time we talked, now let's get to the meaty stuff. Last time we talked, this was in June, right? June 8th, I think, is the video came out. What are some big milestones, some big shining moments that happened in your project since then to now over the last 7, almost 8 months here?
Well, for starters, before, the big question was, when are we going to be on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko for price tracking? Well, now we're on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Binance. We're pretty much everywhere for price tracking. So that question's out of the way. So we could say that it's a little progress. In terms of the app, we've had two versions, different versions, and each version is more effective and faster and better. We also changed the user experience on the app. It's a different interface now. It's not the same. We changed that. The website, we changed it twice, and we're gonna change it for a third time also now. I'm gonna get into the stuff that people are looking for as answers. Yes, we secured venture capitalist funding. Full disclosure, I can't really announce it for regulation purposes. Now, we also have a legal team now that works with us. It's a very, very strong legal team, one of the best in the United States for crypto related utilities and stuff like that. Um, we have some partnerships with companies. The biggest electric vehicle hardware manufacturer reposted our network on their social pages actually 2 days ago,
Which
which
one
is
is that?
ChargePoint, which is the
Charge.
biggest.
Okay.
It's a publicly traded company. It's the biggest ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that happened. We're starting to get some recognition in terms of the media. We have a press release coming also that we announced about a month ago, but there's tremendous delays. But I think that will be a good thing also. But the real stuff, it's not all of this. It's mainly the app, the utility, the network needs to be properly structured, which it is currently. But we had a lot of challenges. Um, how fast we've built it was because in crypto everything goes fast. You can't just spend 3 months without announcing anything or talking about what's happening. And some stuff you can't really announce it because it has to be disclosed, especially now with our venture cap funding. But I think that we have the tools to go all the way. If that's the question, a lot of people have. But in terms of the crypto, because everything needs to go fast, we're not trying to rush it, but we're trying to deliver as fast as we can so we can move on to a different phase of the project, which is what we're doing. Also, the supercharger rollout. And I don't know if I could start talking about that, or you want. You want to go?
Yeah. So there's a lot here that I want to go over. Supercharger rollout. I want to talk about the partnerships because that's one of the biggest important things to me when I'm looking at different projects and looking to invest. I want to see if they got street cred. I want to see if other people see them as valuable. I want to know the narratives around this. So could you tell me a little bit about these venture capitalists and how much have you raised? How many partners do you have? How many venture VCs do you have in looking at your project, invested in your project? How did you secure those things? That kind of information.
Well, for disclosure, I can't really say the firm. It's a firm in the United States. I can't tell you what the firm name is until they decide to give me clearance. But
Okay.
I could say the amount. I've secured $50 million in venture cap, and for that I had to put 5 million of my own. And to put the 5 million of my own, I had to basically put some properties up in collateral, and not just that. Also, I needed to take a loan. So it was very it was hell. It was hell. But that 50 mil, um, once we hit the V3 of the app, I'm getting back my guarantees. So whatever I took from family members or other investors to put the guarantee, I'm getting it back. So that's very imminent in the next weeks, and then it's going to be the venture cap. And yes, we are aligning. I don't want to speculate, but yes, we are aligning for an IPO, like we said a long time ago. But that's all I'm gonna say because I'm already the attorneys already gave me a bad day because I've been tweeting a lot and they don't like that, and the SEC doesn't like that as well until we're regulated, and it creates speculation, which is a bad thing for them. But I'll just leave it like that. I think
Okay.
whatever I said will answer the questions raised in terms of VC and IPO and whatever. So that's what I'm just gonna say that. So yeah,
Fantastic. Yeah, it looks like you've got a lot of legal stuff entanglements, and so we
yeah.
don't want you to get in
At
trouble
first
or
I was
anything.
at first I thought it was a happy land, and it was you can do whatever you want, but it's not true at all.
I am I
It's
am
very
happy to
very
hear that
sensitive.
you I'm happy to hear that you put in your own money. $5 million is an incredible amount, especially when you try to like just take that skin that's like that 7 pounds of
Yeah, but I
flesh, a
didn't
pound.
I didn't go to the bank and ask for $5 million. I don't have $5 million. What I did is basically whoever had I know a lot because I had a marketing firm before, and I know a lot of people that have businesses and have corporations, especially in real estate. So basically, what I did, I asked a very close person to me to put one of their property in collateral in guarantee, so I could get everything out of the way, and in exchange of a favor or monetary gain, that person accepted. So
Wow. Wow.
so,
Awesome.
so
Good
that
friends. Good
secured me the
friends.
VC. But I think that the VC, what that firm wanted was mainly to see how serious we were, because for crypto, a project that's almost a year old, that's very old. That's dinosaur ages. But
Dinosaur
for
ancient.
venture capitalists or angel investors, that's nothing.
Yeah.
You don't have street cred when you're 6 months, 7 months old. So,
Yeah.
but we're moving very fast. I think that we're like, if you would say that we're moving at a regular pace, we would have been into this project for about 3-4 years now. But it's been 6-7 months. We're live, so
Yeah.
our pace is very quick, and I think that if the venture capitalists couldn't understand that, then it would be their loss to skip over it, because I know where I'm headed with or without the venture cap. So
Got it. Got it. What's the number one thing that you have accomplished in the last 7 months here with EVDC?
the EV passport, that was the biggest challenge, because the hardware, I mean, ordering superchargers is you're placing a PO, you're negotiating, you're putting the locations, getting the permit. That's easy, the most difficult part was developing the app, and gaining access to all those chargers. And I think that if we wouldn't have done that, we would not have had ChargePoint repost our stuff, because they say, hey, in their head, and we mentioned it with the attorneys. I mean, when we were talking on the phone, because we had a call yesterday, they said that I mean, you were able to get the attention of ChargePoint, which is like they don't need us. They
Mm-hmm.
don't need to recognize us or to talk about us on their social pages. Because they're public, they're huge, they have unlimited budget. They could develop a network, they could develop a token, but it comes down to our patents and then regulations and whatever we protected ourselves with. But at the end of the day, everybody is free to do it. But they're probably going to get sued by our attorneys, but they're free to do it. And the fact that they recognized us, it's something that's good.
So you own patents on this?
Yeah, I do.
Oh
But
wow,
we
that's
filed, we
awesome.
filed, we filed for patents. Some patents we've been granted, some are waiting approval. But yes, we do. We're protected.
Fantastic.
We're protected to the back, to the front. All doors are sealed. It's a vault. Like,
Yeah,
and I
awesome.
know my way around patent law, and I know how it works. For if we want to sue a company that's trying to copy us, I know that the minimum suing amount is $10 million. I know about the tactics of other corporations that tries to sue us, and then they say, hey, we would want to offer you an amount so we could use your technology, and then they would turn around and just use it and not pay us. Like, there's so many things to consider when it comes down to corporations, technology, patents, marketing. Even, like, you cannot just market the way you want. You have to do your marketing properly. It needs to be in between the limits of what's doable and what's not. So it,
Gotcha.
it,
Sounds like
it,
a
it,
sounds like a lot of hoops to jump through, and
oh, a
it's
lot of
looks
hoops
like
to
you're
jump
doing
through.
them.
A lot of hoops to jump through, and then you have to deal with developers, employees. It's not
Sure.
just, some people, they want to get paid in tokens because they believe that the project is like, let's say you get paid $5,000 worth of tokens to develop a module on the application. Okay, for instance, that same 5,000 today is not the same 5 months later.
Yeah.
Especially in
Yeah.
crypto, that 5,000 could be worth 100,000. You don't know.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are asking to be paid in crypto, and I don't like to pay people in crypto because I feel like, once the price increases, they could sell or use the money. Let's say, not respect our agreements. So I try to minimize the crypto transactions. We try to keep it under 10,000, and we limit their wallets, so they have a selling cap.
Mm,
So if
good
anything
deal.
happens, if someone that gets paid in crypto decides to sell, they can't. I think they can't sell over $1,000 in
Oh
one
wow, no
24-hour
dumps,
transaction.
no big whale dumps. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So, talk to me about supercharger rollouts. I don't even know what a supercharger is. So, help me to what do you mean by
All
supercharger
right. First,
rollouts? This,
first I'll explain to you how the electric cars hardware works. You have 5 levels. Okay, so you have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Okay, level 1 is your regular outlet. So the one you charge your phone in.
Mhm.
There is chargers that come in this configuration. So level 1, you could plug in your car using your outlet. So that would take around 24 hours to charge your car. Okay, a level 2 is 20 kilowatts and above. So that you need an electrician to come to your house and install it. It's similar to a drying machine. The washer and dryer?
Yep.
Similar to that outlet. That will charge your car depending on the range. Let's say if you have a 400-kilometer range car, or like a 75 kilowatt hours battery, it would take you 4 to 5 hours to charge from empty to full, right? But
Okay.
usually people, they're never empty when they arrive home. They still maybe have a quarter or half. You plug it in, 2 3 hours, you're done. Right? That's a level 2. A level
Mhm.
3 is a 50 kilowatt and above. So that's the old Tesla superchargers that would charge your car in about an hour and a half. Okay.
Okay.
Level 4 is 150 kilowatt, so it would charge your car in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Those they cost 150 to $200,000 each. Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, and those are the ones you install. They install at gas stations or service centers, and you need transformers. You need a permit. It's not like a level 2 where you can just plug it anywhere. Okay.
Okay.
And the level 5 is what we have and what we focus on is 350 kilowatt and above, and those units are 250K, 250,000 per stall. So,
Jeez.
So a location is about minimum 2 stalls. So you could do the math and guess how much it costs. So there comes the VC funding and IPO reasons, and
Gotcha.
and the level 5 will charge your car a 250 kilowatt. The cars, first of all, currently the cars, they can't take the 250 kilowatt. So most of them max out on, you could plug it on 350, but it will take, most of them will max out at 150.
Okay.
350 is mainly for future advancements, and I believe so for trucks, semis. You know the big
Mm.
semis?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the 350 will charge your car in 10 minutes. Not even.
It's crazy.
So that being said, what we're doing is we're rolling out level 2s, which is the most basic commercial charger you can roll out. So we're just getting, hey, you want to charge it on your parking? Fine, ship it out, install it. We take care of it. We pay everything. They get their charger, and they sign our lease. So we have a
Mhm.
25 years plus renewable. So what that does is we're securing the location. So then we still have the lease. So then we just upgrade it for a supercharger. So instead of rolling out 500 supercharging costing us $20 million, we roll out level 2s. We secure the spot, and then using that leverage, we roll out a supercharger. Or depending on where it is, maybe it doesn't need a supercharger. Maybe it's a maybe it's a mall or something. So it needs maybe a level 2 or level 3, and it's fine. So it's like Monopoly. You build the house before you put a hotel, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what we're doing, because rolling out a level 2 is going to cost me $1,000 per unit per location.
Hmm.
So I can roll out 1,000 locations with $1 million.
So you own these chargers then? All you're rolling out from level 2s to 5s. You own these things?
Yes, because the level 2s that we're rolling out, we send them to the people, and the level 5s we pay for them, and then
That's
we charge a
awesome.
service, and then the users, not only EVDC users, any EV owner that if they're using ChargePoint or PlugShare or whatever, they could use our chargers to charge. And if they don't want to go through our app, they could just go on the reader and pay with a credit card. Just beep it on the reader, and that's it. It does the same configuration. The chargers are configured with our blockchain technology.
Awesome. So when someone is getting involved with EVDC, they're getting involved in not only the app that tells you where everything is, this passport, but also these chargers that you're rolling out, that they're all directly underneath this app, and then the whole blockchain infrastructure that is connecting everything together. That
Look,
sounds amazing.
the blockchain, the whole software. Okay, when someone's investing in the crypto, what they're doing basically is they're investing in a vehicle that will keep growing, because every charger that we install, so they're investing in the software, because that software, if you, Aaron, for instance, you decide to purchase a supercharger and you don't want to spend millions of dollars developing your own software, you can embed our software in your supercharger and use our software to track your earnings, transfer to your bank account, and basically the only thing you're paying us is our fee, which goes back into the token.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so I want to shift gears here. What is the next most exciting thing for EVDC coming up?
Well, I'd say the next app update is exciting. I hope that the next press release is exciting, because hopefully it will announce. And I'm giving you like really exclusive stuff, full disclosure. I know that a lot of people are going to see this video, uh, and I think I'm allowed to say our plans. I mean, it's going to be announced at some point, so it would be the IPO, because that will give us unlimited amounts of money, depending on what's the valuation of the corp. But to roll out more chargers, it's like basically I'm getting more tools to fulfill the mission, and I think that's pretty exciting. Also, we're going to use that to grow our development team, build better technology. The home chargers, as I don't know if you remember, I told you that people are going to be able to connect their home charger to the network. Well, they can do that already if they have a level 2 that is connected to the internet. So it needs to be able to put in a SIM card in it, and then they could send us the request, and we'll just connect it to the charge map that all the apps are using. So your home charger is going to appear on every app, but you're going to be using that through EVDC. So that helps our network as well.
And you could start making money.
Correct.
Letting other people use
And
your
you
home
could
charger.
start making
Fantastic.
the money in cryptocurrency. It doesn't have to be dollars. If you want EVDC, you could get paid. You could set up a wallet, and that wallet address gets deposited every week. You get a transaction from basically your charger balance to your wallet. It empties out your balance, sends it to your wallet, and then you can use that money to swap it or stake it if we implement staking in the future. So
That's awesome. So it looks like we've covered what EVDC is, everything that's happened in the last 7 months, and what are the next exciting things in the future. Is there anything that we haven't covered yet today about EVDC?
yes, we have a bridge coming up, most possibly, because we're gonna start rolling out more networks to be on more networks, and then from there, eventually we will fork out our own blockchain, like you see Ethereum, BSC, Matic, whatever. There's gonna be EVDC mainnet, so we're gonna have our own mainnet, our own network. That's like months or years down the line, but it will happen because we don't like to be driving up and down the same road. We like to create our own road and have people drive up and down on our own road. I don't know if you
That's
get
awesome.
my
Yeah, for
you seem
sure.
confused. Yeah,
No,
whatever.
no, no. I get it. You're gonna have your own blockchain where other people, especially for like I think the future is electric cars. People are out more and more. People are buying electric cars. They're gonna, and so all the support and infrastructure for these electric cars are needed. Why not use the EVDC network already built for already there, already built?
Then
So
other corporations can build their projects on our mainnet, and
yeah.
then it grows them, and we all have the same common interest.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I don't like right now. It's just charging stations, but it could be software development for inside the cars. It could be navigation. It could be all kinds of stuff. So I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff like that, guys. If this is interesting to you, check out all the links down below the description. Check out their Telegram. Check out all their stuff. Join their communities and get involved if this is something that's interesting to you. Matthew, I got one last question for you. In a world full of cryptos and in the future, just like multi-chain, what if someone's on the fence, a cowboy's on the fence about this project, what is something that you could tell us that give us confidence to join the EVDC project?
We're building the future of cryptocurrency in terms of the utility and the electric cars. That are there's very rapid adoption of electric cars currently, faster than expected. And I think that if you're into cryptocurrency and you're into investing something that is very very sophisticated and growing by the day, I think that it will be a project that could be that could have a lot of potential for it to be in your portfolio. But I'm not allowed to tell you to invest in it, apparently. So you are free to do whatever you want. You could invest in it or not. It's up to you, your call. But all I could say is tell you the good points of it. The bad points of it is that it's a project that's strictly about electricity and electric vehicles. But hey, if that's the niche we're in, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, got it. Guys, if you're interested, check out the links in the description. That's all we got for you. Lizard brains, gorilla arms, diamond hands, cowboys always ride together, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to win something, comment down below, and we'll be getting to you in the next video. Thanks.